everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper. Today I wanted to come to you and show you the bundle Coneflower Celebration, and this is found in our catalog on page 82. And this is some of the samples that they give you in the catalog using the Coneflower bundle. And I just think it's very pretty the way that they've done everything up here. But I wanted to show you my take on it today. I just really used a simple card, and I created, let's see, well, the one we're going to create today will be the third one that I used, and they're all based the same, just using different colors. But this is the stamp set here, and it comes with all of these different sayings, which I think is really great. It says, I'm sorry I missed your special day. Let's extend the celebration. And I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. And it says, happy belated birthday. Thank you. Celebrating you. You made my day, and it's your day. And I love the font. I love the font on all of these. I think it's very good. So I wish we'd get more of these. So, and then here is the dies here. It comes with all of these, plus I have some more in the back here. So we'll go over some of this as we make the card. And then here is one of the cards that I made, and this is using Timid Tiger and Pecan Pie. And then this is Old Olive that I used for the leaves and for the stem. And then this Time to Celebrate comes from More Messages, and it's just a really good set to have. I really do like that. And I did a video on it, I don't know, maybe a month ago, so you could go back and look at it. But it's basically this stamp set here, and it has all of these sayings on here. And then, so you stamp it one time, and then here's your die to cut it out with. And then you've got all these different sayings on here, and they're cut out different. So it's just a neat little set to have, and it's got some good sayings on it. So whenever you get ready to make a card, you can get one of these and put on there, and it makes it very simple. And so like I said, that's what I did with this one here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make a card today, and we're going to use strawberry slush to make it with, and then we're going to use Mossy Meadow, and of course our white background, and I can't think of the name. I've gone blank on this. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Why is it that you always go blank? I do. I always go blank when I'm trying to think of the colors in here. And I know it just as sure as I'm sitting here. But for some reason, my mind goes blank. So let me try to find it here in the catalog. Hate to make you wait, but I thought you might want to know the color of it. Let's see, here's our colors here. Early Espresso. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so so let's go ahead. Let's move this out of the way. And so when you get your the dies with this set, the coneflower is like this, and it looks like a butterfly or wings, angel wings. That would be neat, wouldn't it? We could do something with some angel wings. Anyway, but it comes like this. And then you could stamp a sentiment in it if you wanted to, but today I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it closed. So I'll probably just put just a little glue dot on there. So let's go ahead while we're talking about it, and we'll get that put on there. And I just stick one in there, and then that holds it down enough. And then it also comes with these die cuts here. And I cut these out twice, and I'm going to layer them over the first shape that I showed you, over this one, and I'm going to layer that over, and then put that one on there, and then I'll put a little topper on here. And so the first thing I want to do though, before I go and do all of that, is I kind of want to shape them into a cone. Just kind of have them coming down a little bit. And this one, not so much as I did the first one. All right, so we're gonna get our glue out. And I find it's easier to use the glue to put this together. But now you can use any type of adhesive that you'd like. And that's what I like about this. It's because there's no wrong or right way. You just do it like you want. And you know, I find a lot of times when I'm working on a card and I make a mistake and I think, oh, how can I fix that without starting over? Well, you know, sometimes I find that those are the times when I guess I really do learn a lot, and then you can create something beautiful or create a different look than you had thought because of the mistake that you made. And so it seems to work out. It seems to always work out for some reason. Now, well, and I shouldn't say always, because sometimes I just have to throw the card away and just start over. But sometimes, you know, during my mistakes, I guess I learn a lot. And by trying to correct it or make it look different, then it's like, oh, wow, I would have never thought about that, you know, because I had a certain way in mind that I was going to do the card. So, you know, until I made a mistake and then had to rethink it, then, you know, you don't never know. So sometimes those little mistakes can turn into something good. All right, so enough jabbering. We're going to go ahead, and this is a normal 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4, but we did do it up and down, so it's actually scored at 5.5, cut at 4 1/4. But now the other cards that I did are shaped like this. Just our standard regular card that we open, but this one is going to be portrait. No rhyme or reason to doing it that way. I just decided, you know, let's change it up a little bit. So, all right, so let's put some glue on this one. And then we're going to get this glued down onto the top. And then this one, I just cut 1/4 inch smaller all the way around. So it's 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, we've got that down there now. And the next thing I want to do is go ahead and I want to glue our leaves together. And I'm going to get our silicone mat in here. And we're just going to put a little dab of glue around through here. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just enough to kind of stay on the leaf. And let's see. There is a certain way that it does go on there. Uh-oh. Looks like I got a bunch of glue everywhere. It will dry clear, so it'll be okay. All right, so we got that together. And then this one, we're gonna put it together. The card comes together fairly simply, you know. Got stuff sticking to my fingers. All right, we got some glue there. I got little fuzzies all over me. Okay, now we've got that done. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of place it on here and see where we want it. So, and we're just going to put the stem up underneath there. And then from here, we're just going to take this leaf here. And this is the one that's kind of shaped funny. It's the smaller leaf. I guess I need to put it up in the camera view. I'm sorry. But anyway, it's the smaller leaf on here, and so it just looks better if you put it on the right side to me, because I did try it on the left side last night and it did not look good at all. So, and this is just kind of the way it's going to look here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to put dimensionals on our coneflower. So we're just going to flip it over and just stick some on here. And now everything's wanting to stick to my fingers because it has glue on there. Okay. And then let's go ahead and put some, let's go ahead and glue our leaves on here first. That has seemed to be the best route to go with it. So here I'm just going to put some glue just down at the bottom of our leaves. And I kind of stack them on top of each other. So this one I'm just going to bring down just a little bit. And sometimes I have to adjust them after I start putting the card together. Sometimes I might get them a little too high. And so, and then here we're just going to put some glue on this one. And then we're just going to bring it down just a tad bit lower. But we're going to keep everything covered up. Let me kind of bring it up just a tad. And like I said, I may have to adjust this. It seems like the leaves are kind of high up there, but we'll see once we get the card, once we start putting it together. Okay. And then, like I said, make sure everything's in line here. We don't want this leaf to be poking up on this side of the stem. Okay, so from here, we're going to flip this over. And I'm going to put this on the mini dimensionals that we have. So we're just going to stick one down here. And stick some right in here. And right here. And then we're going to put one more up at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to get a big dimensional to put on the leaves. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and take these off. I probably didn't have to have so many dimensionals, but it's not going to go anywhere once we get it set. So, alrighty, let's take the dimensionals off this. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. It's been a good Sunday here. We went to church and come home and ate, and then I went to the craft room, and I've been crafting ever since. So it's been a good day. All right, let's go ahead and pop this up here. Just gonna put it right there, and then we're just gonna stick this underneath here. And that looks like probably this needs to come down a little bit. This leaf does. Let's see if we can get this one down without tearing up the card. There we go. I told you I usually have to place it a little differently. Just seems like I could never get it in the right place. All right, so we've got that there. So that looks good. So we can put the glue up. And then I kind of just want to bring our leaves up some. They kind of seem like they're laying a little flat. So let's just kind of push them up a little bit, and I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so now I've got some twine. And we're just going to do a bow And then we got to figure out what sentiment that we want. And I've got 3 sentiments to choose from that I thought would be good. And let's see. There's one that says miss you. One that says congratulations. And then one that says happy birthday. I kind of like that one. I don't think I used that on the other ones that I created. So make sure you hang with me till the end, because I do have another card to show you that is made just like this one here. But then I also have some extra ones to show you that I've been working on. Okay, so we've got that done. And then we just need to clip it off, maybe clip that one just a little bit. And then we're just gonna put this up here with a glue dot. And then I just placed mine right in here. You could place it anywhere actually, but I think I'm going to use the happy birthday on there. I like that. So we're going to need the small dimensionals, and we're going to pop it up. And I think I'll put 4 on here so it doesn't sag in the center. Okay. Then we'll just pop these little tops off of these. I don't know if that second one, yeah, it came off. All right, and then I'm just gonna kind of hold it up so I can see. Okay, that looks straight. All right, so that's the finished card there. Isn't that cute? I just think that is so simple, but yet so cute. I just love it. I love this set. I've had a fun time working with it. Okay, so here's the set, or here's the card we just did. And then here's the one that I showed you just a while ago. And this is Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger. And then here I just used the white with Daffodil Delight and Garden Green on it. And all of these, like I said, were used using more messages on them. And then, so I did step it up a little bit and played with a few more last night. And just to show you a little bit of different look. It's not a whole lot, but I did use an embossing folder and give it another layer. So, and then put a white bow on it. But here's one using the Daffodil Delight and the crushed curry, and then the early espresso, and then this is using Mossy Meadow and Old Olive with it. And then this is one of the more messages, and then just use the white ribbon. And then the background here is used with the embossing folder, and it's Forever Plaid. And I really do enjoy using it. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, so we've got that one there. And then this one I did in Pool Party. I thought that was pretty. Just using the different colors. It looks like I need to put another glue dot on this one. But, and then I used some embellishments on this one. I used the background paper in, let me think, maybe in the Impressions of Bloom, the floral package for it. And it's the one, I think it has like the sunflowers on the other side of it. But I used this background because I thought it was pretty with the Pool Party. So, and then this was just a die cut that I've had. And then the It's Your Day is what comes out of the stamp set, which is here. So anyway, oh, and I wanted to show you this too. I didn't use it on any of the other stamp sets, but if you will notice, in the dies, it does come with this. And so you could use the dots that come out of it, the little circles. You could use those for something, for confetti, or just to decorate your card with. Or I thought I could take this and put it on the inside of my card, which I think is very cute. It would just give it a little something. And then, you know, of course, it'd have, here's the sentiment in there. But I think that's very cute. I hope I was in camera view the whole time I was showing you that. I'm not sure if I was or not. But this is what it looked like. So, anyway, well, all right, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon. And I hope you have a good week ahead. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.